Hello and welcome back to Wellbeing Wednesday Tip of the Week. As we all know, our well-being is made up of lots of lovely little factors, and whether we feel satisfied and content with the direction of our lives determines how happy we feel. I would like to do a little shout out to one of the most powerful books I've ever read, A Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. For those who haven't heard of the book before, I highly recommend you put it next on your reading list. Viktor Frankl was a psychiatrist and one of the many people to spend 3 years of his life in concentration camps during World War II. His book talks through some of his experiences while also talking through his therapeutic practice, logotherapy. Even though he lost his entire family, including his pregnant wife, in the camps, he still found a way to continue and do it with dignity and class. One of my favourite passages within the book is when he talks about how you can take everything from a man except the last of human freedoms, to choose your own attitude in any given circumstances, to choose your own way. That is so profound. Someone who can be going through that level of suffering while still having so much self-mastery over his own thoughts is incredible. He came to a conclusion when he was in camp that those who could bear any conditions were those who had reason to live. He quoted Nietzsche when he said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." So my challenge to you this week, on top of reading that book, is to dig down and find your why. What is your meaning? Whether it be building a wonderful life for your children, entertaining people with your craft, or like me, trying to build a happier and healthier society. Whatever your reason, your why will help drive you forward, no matter how much distress is experienced over the next few weeks, months and years. There is an intimate connection between having a why and your happiness and well-being. There are so many ways you can find your why, but here are my 3 top tips. Number 1, volunteer. There is so much research that shows that when you give back, your well-being improves. When you make people happy, you become happier. And you never know what kind of opportunities and interests you will find along the way. Number 2, surround yourself with positive people. When you surround yourself with people who live varied and positive lives, you start to do the same things. You emulate the people you spend the most time with. Energy and positivity is infectious. Number 3, explore your interests. Remember, your meaning and your why doesn't need to be your full-time job. It's great if it is, but it can also be something you enjoy doing. So explore what you enjoy, explore what gives you energy. So they are my top 3 tips for you. Remember, life is about enjoyment. It's not always going to be fun, but stay curious and see what you can get out of life. That's it from me today. Have a wonderful week. Go ahead and subscribe. More glorious videos to come. And I look forward to talking to you about how we can think, feel and act in ways that help us to get the most out of this life. See you next week.